Welcome back to Throttles Bottles, a show about rides, risks, and the people bold enough to do both. I'm your host, Brad Miller, and I'm joined today by Big Mike from BMC Motorcycle Company. Today's guest is one of the builders who helped define the custom bagger world. Big Mike is the founder of BMC Choppers, a shop known for bold design, craftsmanship, and bikes that have appeared everywhere from magazines and televisions to celebrity garages around the country. Mike's story starts the way many great builder stories do, with curiosity, a set of tools, and a love for motorcycles that kept pulling him deeper into the craft. Over time, that curiosity turned into BMC Choppers, a name that riders across the country recognize for pushing the limits of what a custom touring motorcycle can be. Along the way, Mike has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, including our friends Ray Sotelo and innovators like Mike Corbin, helping shape bikes that blend performance, personality, and presence. But behind every shop and successful build is a story of long nights, hard lessons, and sacrifices that most people never see. And that's what this episode is about. So pour yourself a drink, sit back, and enjoy this conversation with one of the builders who has helped shape modern custom motorcycle culture. Mike, thank you for having us here today in the BMC studio.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, we're excited to be here.
Yeah, me too.
Every good story starts with a drink, so before we dive in, it's time for the first pour. It's part of the show where we crack open whatever the guest brought, kick back, and let the stories start flowing. Cheers, Mike.
Cheers to us.
Today we're doing something a little special. Mike brought out a couple bottles from Den Beste Motorsports.
Yeah.
And this is a bottle of their 2021 Cabernet Sauvignon. Can you tell us a little bit about the vineyard and the wine itself?
Yeah, well, the wine is Carroll Shelby signature wine that Bill Den Beste owns now. So he set up about 3 or 4 cases for us to use today.
Nice.
As far as wine, I know it grows on grapes and vines. So that's all I know about wine. But
that's about all I got too.
Yeah,
it tastes good.
It tastes really good.
Yeah.
If you need to get it, you know where to order it.
Yeah, Den Beste Motorsports.
Yeah, Den Beste Motorsports.
Awesome, and that's up in Sonoma.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And it's featuring the Carroll Shelby, which is incredible.
Yeah, the bottles are really cool.
Yeah,
so
they are.
it's the same Cabernet Sauvignon that's in each bottle, but each label is different with a different model of Shelby car on the front, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Ferrari Shelby movie.
Yeah.
And they beat Ferrari, and it's great to have this wine today because it is a motorsport wine.
Yeah, it really ties it in together. Yeah, and it's kind of awesome. I always love when something has like a personal connection, whether it's wine, motorcycles, whatever it is, where you can kind of tie the story in together.
Yeah.
So, let's pour. We already have ourselves a glass poured, so cheers, brother. Ready to go?
To me and you, let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Let's go through some decades of motorcycles.
All right, so now that we've got something to drink, I want to go all the way back to the beginning. So what is your first memory of a motorcycle?
Growing up in Santa Cruz, we have a family ranch up Old San Jose Road, and there was a tote goat, 1960 tote goat, and if you've ever seen one, it looks like a tractor motorcycle. And at 4 years old, I got on it and rode it. And it was pretty cool around the orchard, and fell in love with the motorcycle industry and motorcycles, which, evolved into dirt bikes and all the way up to V-twin motorcycles. So that was my first real bike at 4 years old. I have pictures of it today. In fact, I'm getting ready to deframe it and redo it all new.
You have the same one?
Yeah, it's there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's cool. I just got to get time to take it apart.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Are you going to do just like a frame-off restoration of the whole thing?
Frame, new seat. Yeah,
that's cool.
It's been sitting for a long time.
Long time, yeah. That's going to be really cool. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how that first bike always sticks with you. The first memory, the first one that you had, and I mean, in this case, you still have it, so it's easier to remember.
Start with a rigid and end up rigid my whole life till 2009. When I bought a rubber mount bike.
Yeah.
So
kind of started young.
Kind of crazy. Started on a rigid, and almost ended on a rigid.
Yeah.
Until I figured out their suspension.
So when did you start working on bikes instead of just riding them?
Well, when I was a young kid, I always had Briggs & Stratton, and I thought I'd spray paint it silver one day, and, it didn't come out very good. My parents were pissed that I even got a spray can. But, just the tinkering around with them. Always had my bicycle Schwinn's with extended forks. I had older brothers, and we'd extend it and do some crazy weld and have the choppers. And I actually had the Hearst bicycle, too.
Interesting.
With the shift. I wish I had that today with their work. But, ever since a kid, something with an engine, whether it's a Cox airplane or a car or something, I always messed around with it. So
kind of like led in naturally since you were a kid.
Totally naturally, yeah. Yes.
And did building come naturally to you, or was it just like a natural curiosity, or were you just kind of naturally talented at it?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, later on in life, I became a pointer, meaning get that bike done. We need to get it out the door. But yeah, I always had wrenches. My dad's wrenches in the garage, never put them away, get in trouble. But yeah, adjusting a chain, when you're little and you know how to adjust the chain and get the wheels, it leads into eventually building a complete motorcycle.
And when was that first time that, obviously you said that you spray painted the first one silver. Yeah. When was your first time that you actually attempted like a full custom
on my
motorcycle?
XR75. I deframed it, super trap, built it all. Pretty easy bike to start with in 1975. And then it just carried on from there.
Yeah.
And different sizes bikes through the whole, motorcycle.
And so BMC obviously started in 94.
94, yes.
And so there was a 20-year gap there. So kind of fill me in. I don't want to jump too quickly into the BMC.
Right.
What happened in those next
20 years? Trouble.
20 years.
No. A lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Football, loved it. Good way to take out anger.
Yeah.
When your parents pass away, or my dad, it kind of generated, it was nice because I could get that anger out. So I really...
Cathartic.
I excelled in football pretty good at size, 250 my senior year. You're kind of a man amongst boys. But so came from a great family. My mom owned a restaurant here locally, a hotel. And just football, weightlifting, got into that. That actually took some stress away and mental, memories of stuff that you kind of think about on the sideline,
Right, yeah.
Like where is he? But yeah, so I got into the weightlifting, football, trouble. It was fun. Yeah, it was a good
Well, it takes a lot of focus to do that. Weightlifting specifically, if you're actually truly pursuing that.
I did a little too much. So now I'm down and I feel better.
Yeah.
With some new programs.
Yeah.
And stay at 250, not 300. But so through those years into junior college, it just helped me focus and stuff, and having my brothers there and focusing on growing up. But yeah, I did kind of run, even though great family, ran with some people, and we did what kids do. And today I look back and go, I'm glad I'm 60 years old now.
Yeah.
Not, not doing that anymore. But no, it was all fun. It's all a learning curve growing up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how you grow up. And then I had a passion and it kept going.
So during this time, were motorcycles still in the scene here?
At Hollister Hills every weekend, every Sunday.
Okay.
On the dirt bikes, though.
And it's one of our other episodes that we did with Dale Walker. He talked a lot about the Santa Cruz scene and the hill climbers and stuff like that. So is that what you were getting into?
No, just mostly go out to Hollister with all your buddies, barbecue, stay the night, and ride. And at that time, the Wasik family owned it, which Larry Wasik became a big supercross racer. So we had fun up there. We had a lot of good times. And riding with your buddies, seeing if you could climb Twin Hills or this hill or that hill. And, why is the XR75 running out of power? Well, you need to put a super trap on it. Yeah. So I remember my first set of Fox shocks that were so cool on an XR75, the billet ones, with just the reservoir. And I remember getting those on. And I was like, God, I got super trap and Fox shocks in 1975.
Yeah,
I did have an MR50. I should have kept the MR50 because they're $5,000 now.
Yeah.
But I had a 74. It looked like a little Elsinore.
Okay.
So which was cool. Exact duplicate of an Elsinore.
Okay.
And Mike, the name carried on and stuff like that. People called me MR and I beat them up. But anyway. Yeah.
So bikes are still in the scene as you're kind of going through this stuff and in your life. Where did you start leaning more heavily into doing it as for a living, for like an actual income instead of like a fun hobby that you're doing?
So got rid of the GSXRs, got all that out of my system because at 20, it's a death trap.
Yeah.
Especially Vance and Hines built one. So in 93, I bought a Sportster and I was 275 pounds and I went to a run with some friends with panheads. And parts were flying off, and we were stripping wires out of hotels to rewire them. And so I'm riding this Sportster going, this is horrible. This is like a monkey, you know what? So I got back, and I'm like, I got to sell this. This thing isn't built for guys our size. So I started a 4-speed kicker Santee frame shovel head. Did the old Arlen Ness tail draggers, the upswept pipes. I don't know if he's still alive, but Mike painted it, a famous painter from around here. And I had like a steel horse on the fender or something. You just didn't know yet because you're getting into the V-twin industry. And the first bike I ever built in my life, I got the cover of Biker magazine.
Really?
And I'm like thinking, wow, this is cool. Like, I built this bike and it's on the cover, and I had to buy 2 versions because one's topless, Easy Rider, and V-twins. So they have 2 different versions for people to look at.
Yeah.
Don't get offended. But so I was all happy. I had these twins on there. It was great. And my shovel head, and I'm like, wow, I could do this for a living. I got the cover. First bike I ever built. I was like,
how did that happen? Just
I don't
by
have any idea.
luck?
They saw it, and then they called me, and Easy Rider called me.
So they contacted you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Tourette. Well, Scott McCool. Well, not even before that. One of the editors said, we want to shoot that bike for V-twin and Easy Rider. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know? So 1993, went down there, put it in the studio, got the cover. First bike ever built. So I thought, this is kind of lucrative.
Yeah.
This could be a great business. Because how do you build a bike and get the cover of the magazine?
Yeah. First try, yeah.
So, long story short, sold the Sportster, built the shovel head. Shovel heads have always been my passion. And I've had pans and knuckles and just shovel head. Something about the sound and the tractor feel, you know.
Yeah.
It could have a blown head gasket and get you home, you know.
Yeah.
So I went into business here in Santa Cruz, 1,000 square feet. And granted, Harley at the time was taking $1,000 payment and waiting 1 year to get your Fat Boy or whatever back then. So what we did is built a Fat Boy lookalike bike, and all of a sudden the Silicon Valley started coming over. And I only had 1,000 square feet. And what you could get from us or CMC motorcycles back then, you got a power plant and a paint job that performed more than the 42 horsepower 80-inch Evo. So you're getting an 88 and probably a 96 back then. 89 was a weird year too. I mean, bore and stroke. But so what we did is we did that, and pretty soon I was at 16.8 done. So I started building them. Silicon Valley came over, money coming in, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. 6 months, I had 30 orders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, what do I do now? So then Custom Chrome, great company, really good friends of mine, helped me a lot, delivered 50 grand worth of parts. I remember the pile just huge in my shop going, what do I do with this? So what we did is I built them 16.8 and they get half, I get half.
Yeah.
And then it just kept growing and growing.
Wow. And so this is where now BMC Choppers is.
Well, yeah.
Did you initially found it as that, or was that just kind of,
no,
I need a name now?
I had my motorcycle shop. Yeah. And then American Eagle is where it came in. The money came from the tech industry. And they gave me a lot when I was young, at 28.
American Eagle, like the
American Eagle
clothing
motorcycles.
Oh.
They had a clothing company, and somebody asked me one day, hey, do you mind because when you trademark something, like BMC's trademark, if I see a hat like that, I'm going to tell them, hey, where'd you get it? You know, I run into that before.
Yeah.
They make their own stuff. And so, yes, when you trademark something, you own it on, say you trademark it on hats, shoes, shorts, you know, sunglasses, you own that. So they got to actually contact you. But you don't want to fight their lawyers. Or there's a BMC bike in Europe that's a bicycle that's huge. And that guy he was really nice. He contacted me and said, hey, Mike, I got a Tour de France team. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you can use it. You know, I'm not, those lawyers, how deep are those lawyers?
Yeah.
But he called, you know, because he saw that.
But he at least had the courtesy to call.
No, and that BMC, I don't know if you've heard it. It's a bicycle, road bike. And yeah, it's huge. But anyway, it was a good thing to know that, wow, they see that you actually have it trademarked on clothing.
I feel like it goes a long way too, just the courtesy of like, hey, do you mind?
Yeah.
You know, especially if it's like a non-competitive thing, like a road bike in Europe.
Care.
You know?
Plus, he has jets and stuff.
Yeah.
Screw that.
I'm not going to go toe to toe.
Easy battle. But yeah. So yeah, that was 94.
What were the early days of the shop like?
Chaos.
I was going to say, it seems like it was pretty hectic.
1,000 square feet, 6 lifts. I got 2 more And I'm like, wow, this is nice. And I had it set. I was always into gray floors. The night, I really like to set it up clean, because if somebody's picking up their bike for 16 grand, you want the shop to match.
Yeah, the aesthetics
like you're building it that you would want it for them.
Right.
And that's when it really took off. But I remember the Peter Paul days, like you grab that engine and stick it in this guy's frame because he's coming to give you 10 grand, and then you take it out and really build the bike. So you had to, I was so young, I didn't know, but I need that 96 inch. This guy's coming to give me another 5 grand.
Yeah.
But you get them all done.
Yeah.
And that was one good thing, is I got them all done.
Yeah.
Until the big money came and investors, and that's a different story. They asked me, young bike builders, what should they do? And I said, stick to what you do. Like, there's some good ones around here. Don't let anybody make you think $5 million is going to do it and change your life, because you end up with nothing and starting over again. So that's the big lesson from bringing in corporate money. And it got me more to where I was. But when I started American Eagle, I started BMC, which was my own Big Mike's Choppers in that company. But then one day they want me to wear canary yellow shirts and Dockers at shows, and I'm like, that ain't me. Yeah. But I'll tell you all about that too.
So was there a particular build that kind of put BMC on the map? Obviously the first one.
Here. I have it on my arm. But yeah, so back in the day, I mean, I'm in certain books that say I am the next generation under Arlen Ness, Ron Sims, CMC Motorcycles. This young guy came, and it's kind of cool to know I was the next Northern California builder to carry on Northern California. Yeah. And so I'd call them. I'd call Ray Sotelo, Arlen Ness, Ron Sims, find out they don't have VIN numbers, help them with VIN numbers, how to get them, go to Cal Carb, get the engines. Anyway, it just kept going. But we, 32 years later, we all talk. Yeah. Except rest in peace, Arlen. Great man. So that's kind of how it started. And then when the corporate thing happened and I realized you're just the cartoon character in this company, I took my stock, which I can throw darts at, did good on my building, sold it back to Mike Corbin, and took BMC. I signed, I'll take this to leave. No money, no nothing. The building was mine with people, but I just want this logo. Yeah. And I'm out of here. Went to Bend, Oregon. 2 years later, they're out of business. So who was the image? What I mean? I'm not trying to toot my horn. Well, maybe I am. But, who really was it? So then I went.
Well, if something collapses the second you leave,
then I went to build 600 choppers a year, 2.5 a day. I think that's right. Yeah. Wow. Shipped to stores like, the off Harley stores, the V-Twin stores, independent stores. So that was fun. I did a lot of Harley stuff. First rubber mount rigid, meaning I used the Harley B motor, which was counterbalanced, so the rigid chopper wouldn't shake. And I did that with a group in Arizona, and they supplied the engines. But yeah, there was a lot of neat things. Having the first Indian 101 in a chopper was cool. Indian sent it to me, which my friend founded, Ray Sotelo, and turned it into Indian, thank God. Yeah. We used to call him and say, that's an Indian with an S&S. He goes, I know. I said, isn't that a CMC? Yeah. No, but great story there too. And that's a dear friend of mine also.
Well, for the cameras, I can't see it. He's actually sitting right back here.
We better have a toast again.
Yeah. Cheers,
he's
Ray.
Still with us.
You're doing a good job.
He's still with me.
Good job.
We got to be nice.
Yeah.
So how did that whole corporate experience, walk me through the timeline. So
Horrible.
BMC starts in 94.
Good in the beginning when you get a money, and I'm down at Bruce Canepa's building a car I can't afford, but I'm getting it. I want a Whipple supercharger. I want monochromatic paint, which means he just paints it and it sounds expensive. Yeah. And then, so it was cool. I had a 26 years old, not enough, too much money, but not enough, but enough to
be done with it.
Dumb, real dumb. I wish I had it today. Yeah. But yeah, that whole corporate thing, man, you find out it's not all cut out, because they will vote you off the board or ask for your seat. which I didn't even know what a board was. What do you mean? I'm just
building bikes.
I'm just a cartoon character running around as Big Mike building these motorcycles. So yeah, it kind of, I was happy when it closed and my building had to sell.
What year was that approximately?
So we did the rally in '97 with Mike Corbin and
that was like the first one that came back after a while.
Yeah,
right?
we gave a bike away with Sonny Barger, which was awesome on the stage. And it was a big event. And then it went through its periods of this and that and ups and downs.
Still going through it.
Yeah. But
we're working on that.
99, I packed it up, went to Bend, Oregon. Screw this. I want the name. That's all I want. And they were dumb enough to release it to me.
Yeah.
So went on 600 a year.
And how long did that last for?
That
600 bikes a year.
Until 09 when everything
collapsed. Okay.
Brutal. Nobody needed a toy.
Yeah.
And then when you have what we had is financeable bikes, meaning I was the first. I brought back a mail order chopper, meaning you can get it financed, insured, and out of Kelly Blue Book, all that stuff. It was a real bike, a VIN bike.
Yeah.
Well, when GMAC or Transamerica floors 10 of them, and the guy goes out of business, I forgot I signed that little line that says I'll buy them back. Well, when you have several hundred on the floor in '09 and everybody's going out of business, your bank account starts looking pretty shabby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I made it through it. Had to do some other things in the interim to keep the kids accustomed to their lifestyle, which was hard. Now it's lift kits and tires and stuff.
Yeah.
I like the Hello Kitty. It was easy. Now it Ben 10 and Hello Kitty. Now it's lift kits, tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. My daughter is so into bikes. I probably from Hollister Power Sports, they have a little Honda Rebel. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. I'm trying to discourage her.
Yeah.
But she's more like me. She's everything about me.
How old is she?
She's 20.
So
she can do what she
wants.
wants.
There you go.
Yeah, so that was good. But yeah, taking the BMC was the best thing I could do. Branding it, making it recognized. It's all over the world now. I ship to every country. I just shipped to Israel. But that was the one thing I knew is, wow, I had this logo and I branded it right and I made it too big so everybody can see it. And I got some good advice from people that have been in 50-year businesses. You want to be in Japan and be able to see it. Don't have your phone number, your mother's address. You just want to recognize
the logo itself.
Like everybody, the Santa Cruz dot. Great friend of mine. What do you see when you see that? You know it's it.
Yeah.
But so taking that, learning about logo and trademarking it and the importance of that to keep it in your whole life. And then moving to Bend, Oregon, it was like winning the Super Bowl. They're out of business. And here I go. 10 more years solid.
Yeah.
Building till 09.
And so it was during this time that you kind of started getting featured in magazines. Well, that happened at first, but then like TV shows and Discovery Channel.
It was funny because I'd go run down to Barnes & Nobles and grab all the hot bikes or all the street choppers and get them. And my friends were running around. And first it was just a website.
Yeah.
www. I didn't even know what that meant.
Nobody did at that time.
You don't even need it now, right? You don't need to put it on there.
Yeah.
So they would go and then do the magazines. And I had a great friend, Howard Kelly, who was the editor. So I seemed to get a lot of them. And then the biker build-offs and channels came. And, man, after realizing the difference between a website, a magazine, and TV, I was at C-Town.
TV was, that's like the height of TV and Discovery Channel. I mean, growing up, I was born in 94. Right. I know that's shocking. But growing up, Discovery Channel, thank you, it's because I'm a child.
He has the best hair. I'm not going to take, no.
But like for me, Discovery Channel was, it was like the height of everything. Right, Mythbusters, Biker Build-Off. I saw you on Biker Build-Off and John Reed on Monster Garage and all that stuff. I mean, I grew up idolizing this stuff. Right, and so coming here, I told my barber, I told you this earlier, my barber, Craig. Hi, Craig.
Get a shirt for him. And one he can wear.
Yeah.
He wants to ruin a shirt.
Oh, what can you do? But I told him that I was coming here to interview you, and he almost like fell over. He was like, dude, that guy is one of my idols. He's like, he's the coolest guy ever. And I was like, well, yeah.
He does a great job on your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah. Can we fix that spot in the back?
We'll get some spray paint.
Yeah. But, no, it's been great. So from go to my website to magazines, which I remember Matt Hotch and I sitting down at Hot Bike going, how are we going to support this? How do we pay for $18,000 for the year? Well, I gave him a bike. And Matt was trying to figure out, great bike builder too.
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure out, how do we pay for this? We don't, 18 grand. So I'm thinking it cost me 13 to build one of my BMCs.
This is for like the TV
No, for
spot,
the
or?
one page.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I gave him a bike. And which giving him a bike for 18 grand was tough, but I got a bunch of reviews. They used it to change this, change that. So they're always editing in the magazine what they did different to the BMC.
Yeah.
And Matt, I think, had to go to a half page.
Interesting. So have you always stuck with choppers since the beginning? Have you ventured into baggers? I know your bike is out front.
Choppers is my passion. Rode them for years up till 09, till I figured out a Dyna has shocks. So I got one and it's out front. Just the rigid thing. I've been to Sturgis on them. People, you're out there at 2 a.m. getting Lunchables at a thing and they're like, Mike, is that you? And I'm on the curb going, I got a 3.2 gallon gas tank. Where's the next stop? Because I think it was 16 Phillips to get to Sturgis.
That's crazy.
But I remember riding my rigid and a guy pulls up, hey, Big Mike, I'm a big fan of yours. Can I try your chopper? And it was my purple one that was pretty famous, started that raked out. They've always been around, but it was in the late 90s, that era, it started this chopper. Rake trees, longer front end.
Yeah.
I go, what do you have? He goes, I have a bagger. I got on his bagger and didn't want to give him back. Like, this is cool. It has cruise control. And he's all, you want to switch back? And I'm like, no, we're almost to Sturgis. Go ahead and ride my rigid. Because after riding it that far many years, it was good, You have the tire pressure at 11 pounds, and it's wore out when you get there.
Yeah.
But it gives it a nice little bounce. But it was an adventure. Definitely cool to say I did it. And talk to people that even back in the 60s and 70s rode them to the East Coast.
Yeah.
You had to really, hats off to those guys, because that's all it was there. It was a rigid chopper. So, choppers, BMC Choppers is my passion, and I was always a chopper builder.
Let's talk about the shows and stuff real quick.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's when
I went and rewatched the episode with Cole Foster on Biker Build Off.
Save that one. Love you, Cole, but we did save you because it kind of turned into the BMC show.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you started seeing hats show up because they knew I was coming. Because that was a crazy thing.
What year was that? That was like 2002? 3
or 5. But 10 days to build a bike. Now, as a manufacturer, like myself and CMC and those companies, we could build a bike in 4 hours because we had little cells.
It was like plug and play at that point.
I did it in 6 hours for Jack Daniels. But you had a thing in the mechanics. When a mechanic rolled the toolbox in the size of this room, I'd say you're not getting hired. Because it's just a tray with everything you need, But that Biker Build Off, 10 days to build it. Cole called me, no engine, no wheels. And I'm like, they're going to trash this whole...
It's like the 2 things you need for a motorcycle.
They're going to throw this whole episode away. So I call in, get an S&S engine shipped there, my wheels powder coated. It was... I didn't want to do it, and I didn't like how it turned out. Cole built a beautiful bike, but it's just, don't make it start. And they're down to that song. Dun, 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 and you're going, the thing started hours ago, but it's good for television.
Yeah.
And then...
That's interesting because in the show, the episode, it literally you started at 11:59 and 30 seconds.
Spinning that clock.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I made a good entry, pulled in. I wanted them to see my Cadillac airbag down. I was pissed about that. That was the only thing I was pissed about. But it was great and helped Cole. And Cole's been a great friend for a long time. But that whole...
Is he still building? He's in the area, right?
Yeah, he's right here in Salinas.
It's Salinas Boys or something, right?
Salinas Boys Custom. But that was funny back then because the magazines were great and you would actually get it out there, but it would take 6 months, 3 months. Hey, it's going to come out in this. When that TV stuff, and I did Chop It with Big Mike on Speed Channel, which is a great channel. Discovery, and I did Country Music Channel. They did a thing, Chopper Challenge, but when you're walking through SeaTac Airport, because we were flying around a lot, and you hear your name and you're like, oh, the TSA guy wants your autograph. Yeah. I'm going into Canada for a show. And I'm walking up. He didn't even look at my passport. He just wanted a XXX hoodie. Because it was weird when I went into Canada.
You would have been a great criminal. Gosh.
Oh, it could have been great. So as I'm going into Canada, Chop It with Big Mike airs on the channel that night, Tuesday night. It was Two Wheel Tuesday, it was called, on Speed Channel. And I'm walking up thinking, I think I can get into Canada still. Yeah, I'm okay. And he doesn't even just, I go, what size are you? He goes, 3X. I go, here you go. And I don't know what he did. I just went in.
Yeah.
And I said, how do I get out of here? He goes, go through those doors and you're in Canada. So it was kind of trippy.
Yeah.
Great show with Branscombe Richmond. I had a bigger line than him autograph signing, but that's okay. So.
I'm supposed to interview him next, so
Go ahead.
don't ruin this for me.
It's okay. He can edit it.
Yeah.
He's great. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
That was, the whole TV thing was nuts because pretty soon you're carrying around Superman cards, stickers, and you just don't understand, like, you want me to ruin your hat? Sure. And you have a Sharpie with you, different colors, and it's kind of weird. But in a way, it's kind of cool. I remember flying in and out of a little airport every time. Hey, Big Mike, you're leaving again? I said, yeah. Okay, can I see your ID? And I knew this guy really good because I flew out every weekend to different shows we went to. And I'm like, you keep asking me for my ID. But it's part of protocol. Yeah. But it was funny. It was good times. I never took it for like, because a lot of these guys are just glorified welders and took it ego. Who cares? Yeah. Because when they asked me, I said, I'll build a bike for charity and a bike for discovery. They didn't want that, and I said, I'm done. Because 2.5 bikes a day, a lot of us put out when we were at that hundreds of bikes a year. And I said, never mind, I'm done. I got enough off that biker build off that it carried me through. I was going to ask if that changed your output numbers or your order catalog. That and Cole, changed the bank account because TV does change it. You're seeing. The Chop It one was 2 million every Tuesday. And as it goes down, then they cut, as the ratings go down. But 2 million people, and you are somewhere and your name's yelled out, it's like, it's kind of cool. And back then, I mean, being on TV was like the height of any kind of publicity. TV was God at that time. Yeah, and I did 4 years. I think Mike's show was 4 years. Got to do a lot of stuff. Had the whole Jack Daniels team. I built the real Jack Daniels bikes, not ones people building. They were in their, shop in Tennessee. Yeah. I've seen some of those. I'm from Tennessee. Right. And so they actually had the real BMC. And I went to do the PBR, all this stuff that generated from Jack Daniels. But so that was fun, and having Jack Daniels there. Jimmy Bedford, he's passed away now, but he was the master distiller. And there's 2 people who have the code to Jack Daniels. Him and one other guy. That is it. There is nobody that knows how it's made other than those. But no, it was fun. I did that. I did Ford. I did Dickey's Clothing Company, which was cool. The PBR, which is the Professional Bull Riders. Yeah. I did the Relief Fund for the injured. Which is all of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What a sport. Yeah. They get messed up. TV changed the whole industry for the better. People were so negative on it. I'm saying keep filming. I'll go to the bank every day. Yeah. Go, you guys. Build. So it was good, but I kind of shied away from my own Discovery Channel because I wanted to give a bike that meant something, not just the guy, and you guys know the announcer. I wasn't too into it. When they go, you can eat, you can't eat, duck, 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 goose, I'm like, I got a guy from Norway sleeping in my room because he was one. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. But it gave you a lot of publicity. Yeah, I can imagine. Stardom, but I never. That's really, how I first heard your name. Yeah, so I was just like, I'll ruin your T-shirt. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. So I want to transition a little bit. So we've had Ray on the show before. We've had Mike Corbin as well. Yes. And you're good friends with both of them and have been for a long time. And the episode, with Cole Foster. Yeah. Mike was on. He went and picked the seat up, or Cole picked it up from, or you picked it up for him. Cole went there. Yeah. And Mike was 20 years younger. Yeah. It was funny to see him. Yeah. But it was good. How did you first connect with Ray and Mike? Is it just because you were from this area and building at the same time and mutual connections? Ray owns CMC motorcycles, and obviously as a young builder in Santa Cruz, you see this guy. Why is he built? God, this guy's doing good. I need to get in and see him and ask what's going on. So in 1994, when I started, there was no seat for our bikes or it didn't fit. So I'd bring 6 over to Mike's original shop, and the lady would be saying, hey, that kid's out sitting on the tailgate again. And I had 2 bikes. Then I had 4 bikes. Then I had 6 bikes, and it just kept going to where I had to get my own molds made for the individual bikes to fit. And that's the key to it all.
Yeah.
So 32 years later, I was in Castroville sitting on my tailgate in his shop then. And Sandy would be like, that kid's out there again. And then pretty soon I'm driving his AMG Mercedes to lunch and Phil's when it was good. So yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. Yeah.
So how did...
Ray was pissing me off a little bit because I wanted to be like them. And he had paint jobs everywhere and stealing my painters and all that fun stuff. But man, what a story. And to build, I met more football players because of Ray Sotelo.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm on with Ted Popson on the plane, 49ers. I'm on with all these guys that are at his booth in Laughlin, and I'm going, this guy, how do I do that?
Yeah.
And it eventually came, but it took a while, and he helped, and we helped each other. And, he manufactured some motorcycles, and I wanted to be right behind him. So,
what is your favorite memory or build that involves either Ray or Mike or anything? Well,
Mike always was he would get a factory Harley and make the mold. So he had Harleys. Ray did a lot. I was a big football fan, and I always wanted to do that. And when I did get a couple people from the 49ers or the Raiders or whoever, but I didn't have 50 of them like he had. So I remember these bikes with these famous football players and signatures, and I think he's going to leave them all to me in his will, but we'll still have to talk about that. But,
well, it's still when you walk into Indianapolis, I mean, he's got the jerseys lining the wall.
I don't know if you could see behind me, but Ray got me that from Peter Fonda. And Ray Sotelo, CMC, built those bikes.
Yeah, the Captain America. It was the 30th anniversary, right? Yeah.
For easy
and
rider.
Last year at the Hollister Rally, one of them pulled up to the dealership.
Yeah.
And it was
so
awesome.
I was at the Hope Rally and said, all I want is that.
Yeah.
So my friend Mike gave me some tickets, and I'm sitting there, and they called my name. And that's all I wanted.
So you rigged the competition.
I rigged it, yeah. So out of all these gifts, I just wanted that because look at what's on it.
Yeah.
And I met him, and I met, Grizzly Adams and all those guys back in the heyday.
Yeah.
In L.A., there were some shows in L.A. But yeah, it was fun meeting all them. Dan Haggerty, Peter Fonda, all those guys. But Ray, I like the football bikes he did. As a young kid and having Eric Davis's Niners jersey that he picked Alvin Harper from Dallas Cowboys, I tried to catch up to Ray, but it didn't work. So I'm just going to take all those off the wall someday.
So I want to transition a little bit. Yeah. So we have a segment called Tattoo Talk. And just like custom bikes, tattoos go hand in hand. I've got a bunch of pieces. Yeah. You don't have any, obviously.
You want to know how it started?
Yeah. How did it start? Do you have any motorcycle themed ones? Do you have any funny ones that you want to talk about?
No, mostly life. Just they only had certain colors back then, and yours looked good, and I got some color. But how it started was, I remember sitting in Carl's speed shop, Carl Muller, and he has a Rolex room, and we're all young bike builders, so we have to get a Rolex. So we all get them, and then pretty soon we all getting tattoos. I won though. I think I won. But it was just mostly our life. Like I got my chopper. I was into Cadillacs big. I got my kid's name, American Eagle, the first one. My shovel head. So it just kind of was another image. But bikers had tattoos. Yeah. We just took it to another level and had to get that Rolex to at least justify that we've made it.
Well,
some got better than others, but oh well.
I don't make bikes, but I'm going to get a Rolex at some point, one, so I'll blame it on the bikes.
Yeah, blame it on the bike. But the tattoo thing went overboard for some of us.
Nah.
But
you have more room still, you know? You got my forehead.
Yeah.
You can get the logo on your forehead and not have to wear the hat.
Yeah. Just get it right up here. Live life, play hard.
Yeah.
But it all came with it. Would I have tattoos in college football? No. I probably would have never. If I didn't go this route, no, I wouldn't have any. Unless, love you, Mom. or something like that. But
I just got a mom tattoo.
yeah, that's a good one. I gotta get that one. That's clean.
I haven't even showed my mom yet.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, it just all came to fruition. I'll never use that word again.
It's a SAT word.
Don't spell it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it came with it. This is an image.
Yeah.
Is it me? Yeah, it's my story, but I think 20 years old now, I wouldn't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got most of mine. I mean, I was living in Hawaii as a young sailor in the Navy.
Right.
With Sailor Jerry's shop there. So, I mean,
beautiful tattoo.
I was like, you got to get one. And then I got one, and I was like, I might as well have 40. So,
the chopper industry was so fun. Thousands of them built all over shipped them everywhere. And it's
how many years in a row did you do the 600 a year?
10.
Wow.
Yeah. For one of my hooligan versions was a 240 rigid 19995, and we did 400 that year.
Wow.
We couldn't even flame them anymore because Ray stole all the painters. So I had to do I just had to do black with the red logo, blue logo, pink logo, and they came, like Henry Ford said, comes in black. Yeah. And that's what I had to do. But so it got to so big, you were like, when the shipping truck came from Custom Chrome, there's 90 motors on there, 90 trannies. So you had to get them done because they want their spring dating, and you owe that money. Yeah. So thank God, I had dealers. I had a lot of car dealers. I had a great one in Portland that just wrote a check, 10 bikes. Here you go, no flooring needed. And you love those guys, right? Yeah. But most of the flooring back then was 2% they paid on the floor. So they paid a couple $100. They got it. They sold that chopper that we were all building in 10 days because the wave was so high. In 04, 06, it was nuts. Yeah. Couldn't do it fast enough. So, yeah. Wow.
All right. So, before we wrap this right up, I want to slow things down for one of our last sections called the final pour. Peter Lago started the tradition. He said, well, if we're pouring wine, we might as well pour a little extra for the final pour. So, I'll pour us a little extra here.
Yeah. I have a Big Mike's burger there, too, by the way.
Do you really? Yeah. The burgers there are fantastic. Yeah. So everybody sees from the outside the success, the bikes, the magazine features, the TV shows, and all that stuff, and they have this image of you. Right. And so that's kind of what this episode is about: is hearing that history, how it came to be. But I also want to talk about the not great moments.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and there always are. Yeah. So, what were some of the hardest moments for BMC Choppers and for you specifically?
Well, the turning point there was no problem ordering choppers. Like you said, most dealerships were getting 5 to 10. Yeah. And then the turning point was when the economy crashed. And I'm going, okay, if I had a crystal ball, I would have stopped. But you're putting $100,000 going, it ain't going to work.
Yeah. And nobody expected it to be the catastrophic thing that it did.
We were so good just surfing down the wave, and then all of a sudden it crashed, and I'm like, okay, another $100,000. Okay, oh boy, this is done. This is done. So that was tough, because when it's your passion and it's over, you're thinking, what do I do next? Well, that's when parts came in. Yeah. Why did Arlen Ness make parts? Great idea. Yeah. So anyway, that was hard, and I had to go do what I had to do in 09, 10, and 11, and go through the heartbreaks of that stuff and the issues, and ride the roller coaster again to come back with dear friends that helped, and Yeah. Was there ever a time that you thought about walking away completely? And just like working as a greeter at whatever? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Hey, how you doing? I don't know if they hire people with face tattoos. No, but it's hard to walk away from your passion. Yes, it was frustrating in those years, and you did what you had to do to come back. And, this is so you always succeed, fail. Hopefully this is succeed, because you get 3 tries at anything in life, and this is the 3rd try. Leave a legacy, yeah. And just keep pushing forward, because back then we didn't have to educate anybody. They wanted to know, why is it a close ratio tranny? Why is it 110 cubic inch or 100 cubic inch? Today, it's like, what color, how much a month? And you really have to educate the new kid. Like, when new kids look me up, they're like, wow, we didn't know that. Where the people my age, 30, 40, they get it. So you really got to educate how to put this on your bike when they buy a new ST or a Dyna or whatever they buy. So today's market is educating constantly in their face. To back then, the TV thing took care of it.
Yeah.
So it's a little change for me, and I don't know anything about my phone or computers, and so we call people to help us, and figure it out. So yeah, that's the biggest regret, or not regret, but back then losing the momentum was tough, because you're like, I can't really do much more than this.
Right.
I can't be an airline pilot. So making the transition and getting the close friends with us, I got some dear friends, Scott, I have Fred, I have Eric. Get together, Ray, and sit around a table like this and say, okay, what do we do next? Because the industry definitely needs to be educated on what to buy nowadays,
Yeah.
So
it's evolved.
Yeah.
So much.
Has. It's crazy. And being in it 32 years now, and Ray longer than me, we've seen a lot.
Yeah. Highs and lows. And
people are calling us OGs, and we're grandfathered in. He's a grandfather, though.
Yeah.
But we're grandfathered in, and I'm like, it's kind of a cool saying that we're grandfathered into an industry we love.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize the personal sacrifices that kind of come with
family
making doing something like this. What were sacrifices that you had to make that either you regret or don't regret, just things
kids,
that happen?
When they're little, they don't see you.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, here's my suitcase. Give me my other suitcase, and I'm leaving. Hey, Dad, can we go play ball? No. Go make money.
Yeah.
Divorce it, all that shit that happens. But you just keep your head high, look back, and go, wow, the kids' mom and I are best friends. We have fun. We have dinner with the kids. But back then, it was rough,
Yeah. Who were some of the people that helped you get through those moments? I know you've mentioned Ray and Mike and some other guys.
Yeah, Scott, Nolan, a lot of good friends that said, hey, we can do this again.
I think a lot of people, if you aren't from this area, don't realize how prolific and strong the motorcycle community
California
here is.
It's big. Yeah, Mike Corbin, all these dear friends, all of them just say keep going, just learn from the mistakes of hiring family and what they could do to you, and just it's like each time you fell, it's a learning experience, Like each time my son does jiu-jitsu tournament, like last night, he learns something new each time. And by the next tournament, he's going to win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he goes, you kind of figure out what you did wrong and how to improve it,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the biggest thing, is having close friends with you and your passion, This is me. I can't do anything else. I'm working Indian of Hollister next, I guess. But he would at least hire me. But no, we're moving forward. It's a lot of work. To start up again after certain things. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hustle on this social media. You got to stay on it.
Yeah.
There's no not posting something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every morning.
It's tedious.
Yeah,
but
I found out TikTok makes cool little videos for you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have AI stuff
people
now for it.
Hey, how are you making those? I don't want to tell them because,
Yeah.
TikTok will take 7, 8, 10 pictures and make you this cool thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's easy. I'll just do that every morning.
Yeah. AI at least is good for that.
Yeah. And now AI, you crazy. You ask that Chat GPT, here's my bike, make it blue and put a tan seat on it. And it will.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. We go to www.
Analog. Yeah.
Go to www. whatever and call me. I'll help you.
Yeah.
And I still like doing that. I love the phone call and build the seat for them on the phone. I got rid of everybody, but I will take the phone call, and it's been really big and a lot of good testimonies and stuff saying Mike was there and we built it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to sit here and play with the computer.
Yeah.
And he didn't answer my emails. Once I get an email, boom, my phone number, call me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
you've transitioned. I want to talk about these. Obviously, there's seats all over here. And you work with Corbin to make these, and I just want to let you talk about them because they're awesome.
Yeah, it went good. After 30 years, He wanted to know why his logo was smaller than mine, but that's okay. But it's the BMC Corbin, the Wall of the Widowmaker. And when the stunt thing came out, I'm thinking, God, these guys are riding wheelies like dirt bikes. So I built up the wall, but I use it more for back support because it's hard to say, go stunt on something and eat up. But anyway, I invented the wall and the Widowmaker, the wall out of the Gunfighter and the Widowmaker out of the Gambler.
So this is
that's a Widowmaker.
Widowmaker, and this
Widowmaker
is
wall.
Wall. Okay.
Yeah. So she's not cooking you dinner when you get home, and this seat she will cook you dinner because it's comfortable. But yeah, so this having his name on my product is huge too.
Yeah.
55 years is in the industry. But he always jokes, make sure you get my logo in there. Because I want to focus on BMC, but he is my mentor. So these guys, I love when he says, why is my logo so... I said, you designed the logo. I just told the people to put it on. You're the one that told
He's the one producing these things.
Yeah, he did. But no, it works out really good. And I get meet a lot of good people, from Jim McMahon, Chicago Bears. Robert Patrick did his whole dyno that was ridden. Is that the right way? Ridden on Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans. Yeah. And still talk today, which is great, Marty McSorley, if you guys are into hockey. Mm-hmm. We have our own McSorley jersey, which is cool.
Really?
Yeah, he was the tough guy in the day.
Yeah.
Beat everybody.
Yeah, but, one of the OG enforcers.
Yeah, oh yeah. But these friends, Ray, these friends I talk to all the time. It's not like we met and don't talk. We talk. Yeah. Robert Patrick might be on scene for something, but he calls me back. Yeah. Ray Sotelo says, what do you want? Jim McMahon's really good. Jim McMahon now, though, has a guy that answers his phone. And I said, hey, have Jim call me. So that's kind of different. But Marty McSorley, dear friend. Unbelievable man. But all those people are part of your life. Yeah. And what you created to keep us all flowing, like wine. Yeah. You got to keep it flowing.
Nice tie-in. Look at that. 10 Bestie Motorsports Vineyard.
Should be a TV host.
Yeah.
There you go. You're doing a good job.
But anyway, friendships are great.
Yeah. So when you see a BMC bike years from now, or when somebody else sees a BMC bike, what do you want people to think when they see it?
Well, something I created, leave a legacy. Like, wow, my dad created that bike. That's his bike. Seats, people send me the seat logo all the time. And it's pretty cool. So as a manufacturer, you go out, you built something that the world can enjoy. They could take their lawyer's outfit off in the court all day, throw on their vest, get a few tattoos, and go be this image. And I've had people at Halloween, they dress up like me. Feel bad for them, but they've actually copied me exactly, pretty close. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. Or, your daughter's born and presents are showing up at the door. Wendy, hey, presents are at the gate. Thank God I had a gate. You don't know these people. Yeah. So it's kind of like a legacy. Like, you're honored that, I don't know how they knew she was born. That was weird. But they leave you stuff. Like, well, I got gifts for Gianna. How did they know? But it's just, they know. Because you're in their world too.
Yeah. You're a part of people's world without realizing it. And you have an influence and an impact on people's lives.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. And, you've helped people. There's people that have lost their leg, whether riding or in the war or something. And when you build something that they can shift their bike again, they're like, wow, I don't have to pull up because I don't have this muscle, but I can push down. Yeah. So the heel toe shifter. But stuff like that, it just feels good to be able to do. Yeah. To give to the Hope Rally, to all these different organizations, to give something back, whether it's T-shirts or, hey, can you sponsor something? Something like that. It's fun that they want you. Yeah. I get reached every day. If I sponsored everyone, I'd have nothing in the garage. But it's cool,
I'm starting to get to that level. I have something that I can't talk about on camera, but that I'm doing for the first time where I'm able to actually use my platform to give back. And it's such a different aspect and a different feeling. And it's hard right now because it's stressful trying to figure out how to do it. And I know that once it's done, it's going to be this really cool thing.
Yeah. I get people like you on the things you have on your YouTube channel and stuff. They want a seat, but you really have to beat You know, do you want a seat just because you want an Indian? You have a YouTube channel that 3 people follow you, or do you have one like you that's 1,000? Yes, I want to build you a seat. I think I have a good YouTube. The guy explains the whole bagger seat. That's what you want.
Yeah.
And not to knock anybody that doesn't have traction, but why am I going to sponsor you as a stunt rider?
The advertising.
When you have 100
right.
people following you.
Right.
Sorry, I don't want to do it, but I'm glad you're good at it.
Yeah.
But what's it going to do for me? Now, if you said, Mike, we're going to build this Indian motorcycle with this, and this, I'm going to say, what can I give you? You know, to feature it. And what can we do, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or Harley or whatever bike. I don't know.
No. We don't need to do this.
Yeah.
But.
Ray likes Harleys, too.
I think it's a secret. I think he
No, I
doesn't
know
say
he does.
Yeah.
He built them.
Well, you have a Harley tattoo, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Doesn't have an Indian tattoo.
No.
I don't.
That says a lot. I don't know.
My son does.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one.
It counts.
Yeah.
It counts.
Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, I like quality, too. You got to give the people what you want, they
Yeah.
need to get. So
There's a lot of companies that don't do that. They
Well,
pump out trash products.
Shit's crooked and
Yeah,
unfit.
and-
So I'm down there.
Yeah.
Making sure this bike would go on, this seat for this customer would go on my bike too.
Right. Because if you don't want to ride it, you know that they don't want to ride it.
Like, yeah, make sure that, you know, that it's good. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
Because once they go out and Yelp you or something, and I'm 5 stars, thank God, or whatever.
Out of 10.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's good, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, go to a restaurant, you have shitty food, just have shitty food. Don't knock the person.
Yeah.
It might have been a different cook, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure, and I know the quality we do surpasses anybody in the industry. It's not a plastic seat. It doesn't bend in half. It's really made to the bike,
Right.
a mold on how it all starts. There's no other way to do it. You can't get ABS plastic and glue it to a seat and say, here you go.
Yeah.
The good thing about these seats is it is a mold to that year bike.
Right. Yeah. If you knew one of your builds was the last bike that you would ever build in your life, what would you want that motorcycle to represent?
I just think I did it.
Really? It's that 1960 bike that you're about to
Yeah,
build.
no, I got to redo that. A shovel head for sure, because that having the magazine, my first ever was a shovel. So a shovel head, I would just want it to represent the, you know, I never believed in zip ties and stuff. If there's a place to put if you have a down tube frame, put a bung and make the billet thing. So I just want it cleanliness, how I did it, the style, because I did have a style, the sissy bar at the right angle. You know, everything has to flow. Oh, 40-inch Paco pipes. Great friend of mine, Ronnie Paw. I got to go see him. But the shotgun pipes are my signature. People say, run this, no, shotgun, 40-inch. Beautiful.
Do you think you'll get back into building bikes again? Like, maybe not on the scale that you did before,
No,
but...
it's tough because the manufacturers today do build a nice bike. You can go get a Harley or Indian and ride it. Back in the day, you could, you know. So we built these bikes. But will the chopper scene come back? It is a little bit. It's a skinny tire now, though.
I think it's
not
coming
the
back
fat
now.
thing. But is it coming back manufacturable? Is that a good one? Manufacturable.
I think that works.
Is it, you know? It's hard. So, yeah, I could build 12 right now to John in Massachusetts. He'll take them.
Yeah.
But I still have, and I'm sure Ray, I still have my manufacturer's license, just got updated. Because in Oregon, when I went there, I was the only motorcycle manufacturer in the whole state. There wasn't another one. And I still have that. Gabe, my friend that I was talking to about a shovel, he has it. We have the manufacturing license.
Wow.
To get into it's a lot, though. You wouldn't want to sell in California.
Yeah.
You really wouldn't. Because the EPA laws and testing. Sure, I'd love to sell 10 of them to Massachusetts or Kentucky or Tennessee or wherever, because there's no problem.
Yeah.
49 states. Here, don't
here
even
it's
get
crazy.
into it. Build your one, get it blue tagged, and enjoy it, because you only can build one nowadays for yourself. So my legacy is a manufactured motorcycle. There's a BMC that was a real 17-digit VIN, like Harley-Davidson or Indian or any Ducati, whatever we want to name.
And they're still out there. A lot of people have them.
Oh, there is. That's yeah. So that's a good legacy. You were a manufacturer, like Ford, not as big, but Porsche, Ford, GMs, whatever.
Yeah.
You were in that little ballpark with them.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And then I figured out, used to hand stamp each one, and the thing would fly across the room. Then we just started these laser printers came out, and they can make a nice billet VIN tag that it had to be pop riveted to the frame. Meaning, so my legacy is a manufacturer.
Yeah.
And putting out a clean product. Clean like I would want it. I wouldn't give you something I wouldn't ride.
Right.
I wouldn't. Hey, it's, why are the brake lines so long? You don't need them that long.
Yeah.
It needs to look good. So, yeah, that's a good one to end with. Legacy.
So after all the late nights, the builds, the miles, what is it about motorcycles that keeps you coming back?
Just the motorcycle. So many people say biker. I'm not a biker. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast. So back in the day, I had a Harley, and this guy had a Yamaha. And or some people would say, I got this and that. No, you can't ride with me. I got a Harley. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you
I'm the
let me
same
ride
way.
your GSXR. Let me ride your Triumph. Let me try these. So I'm an enthusiast. I'm not a biker. I'm not. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
I'm the same way. Like I love Indian motorcycle.
Right,
I'm a sponsored brand ambassador, but I'll ride other bikes. At the Hollister rally last year, there was a guy that had never ridden an Indian, and I had never ridden a Harley. And I was like, well, let's just swap. Let's go out and ride each other's bikes. And we rode around, and he came back. He's like, dude, this thing is sick. I was like, yeah, this one's sick too.
My
like,
friend has a Kawasaki or something with a leaky petcock, and can we go riding? Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll host group rides, and I have people that'll message me, and they're like, do you mind if it's a sport bike? I was like, I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Bring whatever.
So the people like ourselves, we're not bikers. We're motorcycle enthusiasts.
Yeah.
And we have a passion for two wheels.
Yeah.
So, to say I'm going to get leather chaps and no. I get in shorts and ride. Ray always comments, he doesn't have pants. He'll be in the snow with shorts on. Well, I just don't. That's how I am.
Yeah.
I don't get cold.
Yeah.
I'll put a sweatshirt on maybe. But, that's a good thing. Motorcycle enthusiasts, meaning we love the sport of motorcycles.
Final question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
If a young biker sitting in their garage watching this episode said they wanted to build bikes for a living someday, what advice would you give them? And I know you kind of touched on that a little earlier, but
I wouldn't want to discourage them because everybody has a dream. Just build. Yeah, it's tough because it's going to be hard to do. Yeah. We had it not.
Do you think it's harder now than it was then?
Yeah, because you're not to get a manufacturer's license. So let's just talk California. Don't do it. Do not do it. Talk Tennessee, maybe 5 or 10 a year. You might build a nice bike, but you don't want to discourage them because you want them to have the dream we had.
Right.
But I think we had it a little easier, meaning we could get this stuff. You give $25,000 to the EPA, you're going to have your 100 cubic inch to your 110 certified, with all the CalCarb. Yeah. And that was, those days were tough too because $25,000 per engine family, you're like, that's crazy, But anyway, build them, have fun, There's a lot of good guys building choppers out there. Are they going to manufacture them and get them insurable? Because you got to think, I buy a bike from you and I get in a wreck. Did you have... So every BMC had $1,000 liability product. So every bike, say, I had to put $1,000 extra for product liability on that bike. So if you and your wife somehow go down, which you don't want, you better be covered. The 1,000 was for the balloon that covered those people if something happened. So that's a good answer. Yes, do it, but it's an uphill battle as far as the legislation and EPA laws.
Yeah, and the rules around it now.
The rules, yeah. The rules suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I turned 50 10 years ago, they make you do your license again. So I did it. I got 100%. And they said, what do you think about our new motorcycle test? I said, if somebody rode like that, they would die because it's so wrong. It's not a guy that rides. Yeah. And they go, we get a lot of that. We're getting a lot of that feedback. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, but keep building, keep innovating stuff that's cool. Choppers, keep them going. It is a skinny chopper now, which is cool. Always loved them, always. Because back then you didn't have a big tire. 130 was big. Yeah. Then 180 came out and people thought the world changed. And then the 200, and then 240. Then it got crazy. Who knows how big it was. Yeah. People couldn't turn and ran into cars. So yeah, keep them simple, keep them smart. But to manufacture, you better have a lot of insurances and product liability and all that stuff. So No, yes, but no. You know, 2 or 3 a year, have fun at it. Do it, you know. But I have a guy that'll buy 10 right now. So if somebody wants to do it, I'll make a percentage. Co-sign for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's awesome.
yeah. So yeah, the industry's been great to me. Yeah, legacy, legend, whatever they want to call it. But motorcycle enthusiast.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I got a 1,000 horsepower jet boat out there. And I love cars, and all my friends do. And Ray gets all the good ones. Scott gets all the lifted cool ones. But yeah, you know, we all have fun. Toys.
Yeah.
Toys, I think. That's a good mention. Toys.
Toy enthusiast.
We're toy enthusiasts.
Yeah.
As long as it has horsepower and a gas. I'm not getting on something that I have to pedal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
If it has an engine, we'll ride it.
yeah, absolutely. Well, it's not every day that you get to sit down with somebody that kind of shaped the entire industry and was one among giants, you know, an actual manufacturer of motorcycles.
Yeah,
So
I followed the best and got where I was.
cheers to you,
Thank
Mike.
you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
Anything else?
well, I'm gonna give you the mic here. Yeah. The microphone is yours. What are you working on now? What's next for BMC Motorcycle Company? What plugs do you have? Anything you want to talk about?
So what we did right now is we took the Harley ST, which is a great bike, has a fairing, but nothing ever looked complete with just the fairing. So we came out with the lowers, and they came out beautiful. There's no taking off OEM products to install them, which competitors, who wants to lose their front turn signals today?
Right.
When you're turning right and the car's cut, you want them to know you're turning. Back in the day, it was fine, no turn signals, but we're doing that. We're getting some new dealer programs together. Parts are going good. What else? Yeah, just keep it going. Try to keep it original and like you said, hope people don't buy them and make them because you spent all this time. A few people I got to talk to about that. But yeah, just keep innovating and keep coming up with designs like to bring a bike in. Like if I had a new design for a bike, because I really think India needs some more bolt-on stuff, you know. And they're getting there, floorboards, crash bars. But we need to keep evolving that bike too, along with the Harley and whatever bike. But yeah, it's cool to bring the ST in and let's make the lowers. Well, those molds cost $15,000 to get to making a lower. So as long as I keep coming up with stuff and different ideas and shooting it with the friends and saying, what do you think about this or that? We'll just keep going. But we got to keep making stuff to keep the industry moving forward. And everybody's doing a great job.
Yeah.
You know, there's some people out there that make some beautiful stuff. Incredible. But you want to make your own stuff and be individual from them. Or if you do, buy their stuff. Get your percentage and do it that way. Don't go try to make what they made. Just, they're all my friends. So, hey, I'll sell that stuff.
Yeah.
Some people don't look at it that way. They order your stuff and then make it. And that's okay. If they have to do that to be recognized. But I never did that. When I brought back that heel-toe shifter that FXR had, and they didn't do it for 25 years. But like I said, it helped wounded vets and people that got in car wrecks that lost that shifting leg.
Yeah.
You know? But, it's just be original. Be original is the biggest thing. I say it. Be known, be original for what you designed. And it's hard because everything's duplicated today. Yeah. But just make your own style, I feel. You know?
All right. Well, I think that's a good spot to wrap up. To BMC Motorcycle Company.
Yes.
To you, Mike.
Great. Thank
Cheers,
you.
brother. I really appreciate you sitting down with me.
Bottles. I appreciate your time. And hopefully we can venture out to new ventures.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it for this ride. Huge thanks to Mike for sitting down with us today and sharing stories with us. Follow him at BMC Motorcycle Company. It's linked in the bio.
Yes.
Keep your eyes out for the next announcement and the next products that you make. Until next time, ride safe, drink slow, and we'll see you on the next episode of Throttles and Bottles.
Cheers.
Good job, guys.
Cheers.
Good job.
Okay. Whew.
Thank you to the sponsors of today's episode. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this, and we look forward to having more. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, share, and subscribe for more.
So back to The only poster I wanted to win, my best
The one you
friend-
rigged the competition for.
No.
No, best friend in the industry. One of my very good friends in the industry, because I have 5 best ones, built these 2 bikes. That is part of our history. So I have Peter Fonda, who's no longer with us, but rest in peace. And I have the original builder here of these 2 bikes, Ray Sotelo. So Ray, sign right here,
I will.
please.
So Mikey comes to the event and he points at that and he says, I gotta have that.
Yeah.
He ended up with it. I don't
Yeah.
know how. He ended
So
up with
you
it.
can be sentimental.
Don't know
and
how.
say to my to whatever. Go ahead.
Brother Mike.
To Brother Mike. Do your signature nice.
You only get one shot at this.
Yeah. Perfect.
Live life, right?
Play hard. Marty McSorley told me that. Or meet you at center ice.
Live life,
Yeah.
full throttle.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't want to meet him at center
No,
ice.
no, back in his day, it was crazy. Absolutely
That guy's
crazy.
the nicest guy.
He is.
Yeah, they always are. It's always
He was
the,
on the phone and he was like super nice. Hey, you can make a jersey. with
Thank
my
you,
name
Ray.
on it.
That's
go.
perfect.
I mean,
And then one more thing, you
I
guys.
should get you a Marty McSorley jersey.
yeah. I would love that.
30-year friendship. BMC.
There it is there.
Love you.
There it is there.
30 years.
This
BMC.
is awesome.
And when I started in 1994, 30 years. Thank you, brother. We're not getting married.
Check that
I think we're getting married.
No, but anyway.
Make sure you put it on the right finger.
I think we're getting married. Where's your ring? Where's your ring?
Yeah, there we go.
It is there.
We're married. No, but that's a
Good job.
great honor to give to a friend that helped me
This
along
is awesome.
the way in my
Mikey was just a young kid.
little. They thought I was crazy. Where do I get those metal fenders? Where are you guys
This
hiding
guy-
this stuff?
This guy was like finding his way,
Yeah.
and he was so inquisitive, and I couldn't make him go away. So I said, "Okay, come on."
Yeah. He's all, I can't get rid of you, so I'm helping you.
I said, "We're gonna
Yeah.
help him," and
Yeah.
we did.
And stayed
We
true
did.
for 32
We
years.
did.
Yeah.
No
No.
bullshit backstage. None of the
No,
stuff, just
no.
friends.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
So-
stuff. Good stuff. Great interview, you guys. You guys
Yeah.
are great.
And I'm glad. So as you come along, you'll get your 30-year ring. You'll get yours.
Yeah.
I got to make more.
You gotta hang in there.
Yeah.
But it's just
One day down.
It's just an honor and a privilege, you know. These
Absolutely.
friends
Yeah.
of mine. Scott has his on.
Yeah.
Ray has his on,
There it is there.
and
Yeah.
it's just awesome. So
Right
I'm
on.
glad you accepted that, and you're awesome.
Take
Love
care,
you,
Mike.
Thank you, love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.